white people, when we're entering into spaces where we're going to talk about racism, there's this whole series of kind of mental gymnastics, or at least that's what I experience. And so trying to prepare, how do I be vulnerable and be honest and yet not center myself, not be performative? I just kind of want to normalize that level of anxiety.
It is such a huge part of trying to come alongside anti-racism work as a white person, is interrogating and over-interrogating our own motives for what we're doing.
A lie that I have come to believe is that I can empathize with anybody across racial and cultural lines if I just try.
When I notice myself thinking I'm a good white person, I'm learning to ask the question afterwards, does this mean I have an unteachable spirit?
There is a loneliness in doing this work. I know better at this point than to go to my friends of color and be like, oh, this is so hard. Can you believe it?
That was so good.
That was good.
You're feeling lonely, and then you spiral into, maybe I am being unreasonable, or maybe I have been too angry, or am I doing it the right way? Because all around you, there's no affirmation.
There's all kinds of stuff that's happening inside of me that's legit and real. How do I deal with that and process that and not have that be an additional burden for my friends of color?
So if you're on a hike and you get to like the first peak on a mountain, that doesn't mean you've arrived. It instead means you have a vantage point to see how much you have left to go. And so if you're feeling like, yeah, I've really got it. I've got this like white allyship thing down, like that might mean that you're approaching your first false peak.
Resist the temptation to try to solve something. That impulse to fix it is born from a white identity where you have often had the agency to be able to fix it.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, that is so good.
Yes.
Part of being white is the agency to be presented with a problem and fix a problem.
Abraham on the mountain with Isaac, and God asks him to sacrifice his son. For most of my life, I have deluded myself that I was saving my influence for when it mattered. I'm saving my chips for later. And then I started noticing that I'm never spending my chips. Because I wasn't going to put Isaac on the altar. And as soon as I was willing to say, I will tolerate my relationships with my family members being strained or maybe dissolving, when I put on the altar my relationship with my church, when my financial solvency is on the line.
Come on.
And if I'm willing to put those things on the altar, I'm in a better spot to hear from God.
Come on.
But it hurts so bad